Chapter 53, Bearing a Load on Their Backs. Although Fengwu and Jia were getting used to it, it was still troublesome. Students had to be in uniform while on campus, so each time they returned, they had to change out of their street clothes before passing through the gates. They had to do this several times because their haul of vegetables and wild beasts were so big. The beasts were a particularly good catch, being the kind often served at restaurants. The low price point and tastiness made it very popular. They were the first students to try such a thing, and the sight of them carrying so many things back and forth caught everyone's attention. The other students looked on curiously, having never seen such a sight before.
Back when I was a freshman, I never thought about going to the woods to hunt. Those days were so hard,
said a boy from the Magic Division. He wanted to beat his chest and stomp his feet when he realized the possibility.
You're stupid,
laughed the girl from the same division. Those two are smart. They'll save a lot of money this way. Then when they find their way to make money, they'll be able to pass the mission.
Hey, you shouldn't be talking. I remember in our first year, you said you would complete the task in a month. In the end, it took you over 3 months,
said another. One by one, the onlookers began insulting one another. Eventually, everyone's feelings were hurt, and they each ran back to their respective dorms. Jia whispered,
"Ignore them."
Fengwu, ... Huh? By the time they reached Fengwu's dorm, the sky was already dark. Ji, Annika, and Jasmine were all back from the cafeteria. Fengwu and Jia made it inside and slammed the door shut behind them, surprising the girls. The girls turned around and were stunned to find Fengwu and Jia.
Xiaowu, you and Jia aren't planning on hunting to make money, are you?
Annika spoke because she didn't think it was a good idea. Such small game wouldn't sell for much. If they wanted to rely on hunting to make money, then they should at least try for magical beasts. Magical beasts had a much higher value than ordinary beasts. Fengwu looked directly at Annika and replied with, "No." Annika, wow, so serious. "Then, do you want to cook it here?" Ji asked as she helped Fengwu put the basket on the ground. Jia put his bundles down and poured himself a drink of water after settling down on the sofa. I'm low on money. I have to do for myself." She had spent almost all of her 2 silver coins, so she wasn't averse to resorting to manual labor.
Definitely. 2 silver coins aren't enough to last for more than a few days. I was thinking of going to the mountains to pick some goodies too, but I totally can't tell which ones are edible, said Annika as she cutely stuck out her tongue in annoyance.
I know a few, Ji said, but I made some cash today, so I don't have to go out and dig or hunt for food or anything like that. Ji smugly smiled to herself, thinking of the 10 gold coins she made. It was more than enough to cover the month's living expenses. This piqued Jasmine's curiosity, so she asked, "What kind of work did you do to get so much money so quickly?" "I teamed up with a few people I know, and we went hunting for some low-level magical beasts. Magical beasts can sell for money, but honestly, what's 100 to 200 gold per beast going to get you? When divided up among a group of 5, it's like, 20 gold per person?"
Wow, you sword masters are amazing. Even though class only just started, you can do so much. In the magic division, we can't even think about hunting magical beasts to earn money.
If only the freshman magic division class were as strong, they'd be able to hunt magical beasts too. But they were so much more delicate. As it was, the students of the magic division could only stand on par with sword masters once they reached the 10th rank.
"Yeah, but your magic is good for making money, right? I heard those specializing in water magic can even do a full body heal for nobles. You can earn 100 gold, right? Just for one session."
Ji felt it was too easy when she thought about how quickly water magicians could earn money. Jasmine's expression took a turn for the worse at Ji's suggestion. She thought it was a really bad idea, so said, "Not likely," as she shook her head. "There are too many esteemed healers in Zongyang already. I dare not offer my unworthy abilities." Jasmine's attitude made Ji's lips twitch. The words gave Annika an idea, though.
"Hey, how about selling enchanted water? Water treated by water magicians have healing abilities. 1 bottle can go for like 2 gold, yeah?"
"I'll think about it," was Jasmine's unenthusiastic reply. Annika's suggestion wasn't bad per se, but as a young lady of noble breeding, Jasmine had an image to maintain. How could she sell enchanted water at some random street corner? It would be so mortifying if someone recognized her.
Were Ji and Annika seriously brainstorming, or were they giving her any consideration when they threw out the suggestion? Fengwu and Jir hadn't eaten anything all day, so they were starving. They'd gone to the kitchen and were preparing something to eat, not caring at all about Jasmine's dilemma. At first, it didn't seem like they would have any vegetable dishes, as Fengwu's cooking was poisonous, and Jir only knew how to barbecue. Fortunately, Fengwu was good at giving directions, so although Jir didn't know how to cook, he was able to follow her instructions. They limped along together and made a decently nutritious meal thanks to Jir's awesome cooking abilities. Not only was it nutritious, the aroma was mouth-watering. Ji and Annika looked towards the kitchen with hungry eyes, thinking of ways to sneak a few bites. Jasmine wasn't as affected. She didn't like commoners and wasn't interested in anything a commoner like Fengwu would have made. She didn't eat food from commoners. She forgot one thing, though. It was impossible for every chef in the world to be a person of the peerage. By this simple fact, she would have already eaten plenty of foods cooked by Master Chef commoners. Ignoring Fengwu and Jir, Jasmine turned to Annika and said, "Have you found a job yet?" "I did. I got hired to use wood magic to help the crops grow at one of the local manor houses. I get paid according to how much yield they get. The pay is not bad." Of the 5 elemental magic systems, wood and water were the 2 weakest in terms of offensive abilities. However, when it came to earning potential, they were the best. Despite this, magicians from the aristocracy really used it to make money, finding it distasteful. They were a noble lot who didn't like abasing themselves, so few engaged in it unless they were in dire straits. The students in the magic division at Xingyang Holy Academy were no exception. They had an innate sense of superiority and refused to consider using their magic abilities to make money, at least for the first couple of days. Most caved in as time passed and no viable options appeared. No one wanted to fail the mission and repeat the grade after all.